Hey, it's Brad, how's things? I've just come off air and a lot of people basically ask me about how a radio show's done and how, you put it together, what sort of stuff's involved. Do you just simply turn up and present for 4 hours? So the answer is simply no. You don't just turn up and do your radio show. There's a lot that goes into it. I start maybe on a Monday or a Tuesday and throughout the week looking at media entertainment outlets, looking at Twitter, that sort of thing, and banking a load of content what I think I can use on the radio on the Saturdays and the Sundays. Some of that I may never use because it may be out of date or maybe it's changed. An example of something changing is Jessie Nelson from Little Mix the other week. I had a bit of content about her and her Towie boyfriend. They then split up on the Friday. I then couldn't use that at the weekend because one, it was out of date, and two, they'd split up. So there you go. So it's constantly looking at the content, being able to change what you're going to talk about, but also having some bits in there that don't really go out of date. So if you're ever stuck for anything, if there's ever a low content day, you've always got bits of things that you can be using, whether that be a funny story about me and my mates, or something that I've seen, observational, like round the corner from where I live just now, there's a tree that's got loads of Converse trainers hanging on them. I don't know why. I've got that as a bank piece of content which I may use this weekend depending on how much content I have in the celeb or observational kind of world about things that are happening just now. What I do is most mornings is I wake up, first thing is Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm seeing what's happened the night before. I'm seeing what hashtags are going about. I'm seeing what our core artists are up to. Maybe there could be a breaking news thing. Maybe Calvin Harris has released a new track suddenly overnight. I need to be all over that, okay? Calvin Harris on Snapchat, by the way, if you've not got him, add him. It is where you're going to find out all his new stuff. He teased something the other day, which I think is his new track, which might be released next Friday. So this is the Friday. This is the 21st of April. I sit down, I collate the stuff that I've built up over the week, and I go through it and see what's relevant now, what's not relevant, what's gone out of date, and then look for some other, content that is going to be bang on for the weekend. I will collect this all into a kind of prep sheet, which I'll have in the studio on the screen for me, so I can just look at it and go, that's about Harry Styles. He filmed his music video in Scotland. He was hanging from a helicopter on the Isle of Skye. That sort of thing. It's just stuff to be able to, quickly play the song, glance up and you go, bang, that's that story, that's what I'm going to talk about. So Friday is mostly when I do that, Friday afternoon, and then again I will sit down on Saturday morning just before I get into the show, and I'll see if there's anything happened Friday night that I want to mention. Maybe any of the content that I have might have gone out of date, something might have changed, so I might have to scrub that, and it's just to make sure that the content is as fresh as it can be for when I go on air at midday on the Saturday or midday on the Sunday, depending on what day it is. So we've worked out that it's not like that at all, okay? So what happens is, once I actually get to work, I print off one of these. It's called a log. Every commercial radio station uses it, and it shows me where the music is, where I have to speak, how long the ad break is, etc, etc, and it's a good key to use so I know what's coming up and I can sell things. For example, going into break, I can sell the fact that I'm playing new Harry Styles or something like that to hook the listener in. That is all what it's about. So again, once I'm here and I've printed that off, I then check Twitter and entertainment news outlets again, just to make sure that I am 100% up to date. Nothing's changed since last night. If any stories broke, then I have it and I can, talk about it when I go live at midday. It's then time to jump into the studio where we are right now and present here. and then that is where you guys will hear the content in between the music that I've been gathering over the past week, and then collated the night before and in the morning before I go on air as well, and you hear the tunes and the content in your ears, and that is it. That is the radio show in an essential little bit.